Okay guys, so this is a game where I play Ziggs in the middle versus Lux. They have Ranger and Nocturne, and we have Wukong and Shyvana. This is pretty much what I'm caring about at the early stages. Ranger is strong when he hits his level 6, but I'm gonna
30
use
seconds
this
until
game to
minions
start
spawn.
talking about lane control and team communication and map awareness in general as a mid laner, what you should know and what you should actually focus on doing. So at the start of the game we can see that Nocturne is gonna take our red buff. I actually don't know that by the map vision. As you can see, I'm not seeing him and he's not spotted.
Minions have spawned.
But I'm gonna call for that immediately as I notice that Wooks is starting to come from here, and I'm gonna immediately write in the O chat that our red is taken, so that our jungler is gonna know that his red is missing, and we're actually gonna make a play at their red because he has the knowledge of that. Another thing I wanna point out in the early stage, when I know that, check how I see that Lux is coming from here. If she comes from here, that means she's pretty much being in this area, and Nocturne, no one at bottom is actually helping him at red, so he must be at our red. I call that, and Wukong knows that he's there as I called it. I don't know why he's still going this way, but eventually he's gonna rotate to his red. Another thing I wanna point out, check how I know that Nocturne is in the top lane, in the top side of my lane. I'm gonna put Toggle War again to all. He's actually in the top side of their jungle, and I wanna put my lane a little bit further back my side so that I don't get overextended at this early stage, because she has CC and he has CC. I may die actually to a gank at the start, so I'm keeping the control of the lane over my side when I feel threatened by something. I'm missing a little bit of CS to the tower, but that's very little price to pay if you're feeling threatened and if actually you're gonna die. So we can see that now he's going there. He makes a mistake that he's trying to do that, but I'm the first one to react because I see on the map everything that's happening. He lives on 1 HP, I miss my bomb, but we're eventually gonna get the first blood. Yep, we got it, and I'm gonna try to zone Looks just not to kill Wukong. He's eventually gonna die, but to the tower, so that's fine.
Executed.
And in the middle time, since I cannot do much more there, I'm just gonna push the wave, because I know that the jungler is not gonna be ganking me, because he just died. And he needs a little bit of time to recover, so I'm saved the next minute or two. At this point I am with the experience advantage, almost half a level. Well, not that much, but it's okay. And my farm is a little bit better than hers. So Lux has to back at this point, and I am still gonna stay in the lane because I feel no pressure, and I'm gonna push it a little bit before I back, so that she misses more CS by the tower, and I'll be actually back before the other lane comes. The other minion wave is gonna come. I'm gonna back, I'm gonna buy my items, I'm gonna fast forward this because there is nothing really important going on the next minute or two, but Lux is a little bit behind in the farm. She's doing pretty decent job although, uh, and my team is actually winning by a little bit. 600 gold, it's not that much in the early game, but it's something. So every little bit counts in this game. It's a team effort game. Pretty much there are very little games that you can win solo by yourself. You gotta get really big, and you need your team to be doing well, so if some lane is actually gonna be losing, I'm gonna try to help with that lane just by using my ult or roaming there, just to keep the balance between the lanes flowing. And I really don't want the my teammates to fall a lot behind. As you see, I'm starting to poke here. I have the chalice. This is a point where my mana is pretty much infinite for spamming, and soon the blue buff is gonna be up, so I'm not concerned with my mana. I'm using it mainly to just push more than her, and he's very low mana, so she's gonna actually do a mistake in a little bit and try to get the next minions, and I'm gonna punish her for that. I missed that bomb by very little. Check how little mana she has. She actually used it all, and she wants these two creeps. I'm just gonna put the pressure here, and she's gonna die. So that was a very good play by me, because I noticed that she has no mana, and a very bad play by her because she wanted these two CS, and she actually died because of that. So next I'm getting the blue buff. I'm gonna touch forward that. The blue buff, as I said in the previous replay, is very important for you. It makes you pretty much so spam heavy that no champion can really resist your fall. So blue buff is very important for this. Here nothing much really happens. I'm still putting the pressure on her. Check how I'm just chunking, trying to dodge her skill shots. So a thing that I really like to do as a mid laner when I'm playing against the champion that has skill shot based abilities, as looks, everything that she lands is gonna stick to me because I have no sustains, so I am very focused on dodging her abilities, and this is one of the things that is gonna help you. Here I get a little bit of poke, but as long as she's not putting the auto attack after her spells, it's okay. Immediately after that we spotted Nocturne top, and I put the pressure on her, so we're gonna get a free break, which is gonna boost our advantage with one more K-gold. She tried to, and she's again out of mana. So at this point I pretty much feel that I'm gonna win the lane heavily. She's at the start of level 7. I'm gonna be level 9 in half a level, so that's more than a level advantage. And at this point, when I know that Lux is just going somewhere and not in the lane, I'm gonna put the pressure somewhere else, because I don't really need to back at this stage. I have everything that I need. I have the sustain, I have the spam and everything. And I am spotting Nocturne here. I tried to kill him. If my team was actually a little bit faster there because we had vision, we would have killed him, but nevertheless he's gonna be out of the lane. So game knowledge and map awareness is very important. Pretty much we force him out of his jungle, and he needs to recall, which means one more minute of freedom in every lane because of no jungle pressure by then. I'm gonna continue pushing. She's gonna start roaming at the middle. I'm gonna fast forward her a little bit, and when I back, we're actually gonna take the middle tower. There's gank bottom. I noticed that, so Nocturne gets actually a kill on Vayne, but that's fine. Wook starts roaming, and we immediately put the pressure on the middle tower, and we're eventually gonna get that. This is very important because objectives are pretty much the best way to make your whole team win. They give you two things. First of all, they give you the map pressure you need around the middle. Middle tower is the most important tower of all. She is very much a game changing because she gives you the... I tried to kill her, very little more damage and she would die, but nonetheless she's forced out of the lane. So the middle tower importance. This means that my jungler can go this deep in here without much fear because I'm gonna have vision because my creeps are gonna go next to their tower, so that's very important. Gonna fast forward a little bit. And it gives us much more knowledge and the ability to put deep wards as this one here to just spot everything around the map. Ziggs is a very good champion in taking early towers. I'm blinking for the blue buff so that my team is gonna help me in a little bit. Pretty much I know that she is here, so there is no threat of anything pretty much at this point of the game. I'm gonna get the blue buff here. Again, it's very important for me throughout the whole game. My team is trying to make a play. So now Shyvana is getting the tower. We have 2 objectives and our gold lead is 4k over them. I'm 2 levels up on looks, and my bombs actually start hurt when I get the teams on a squishy target. I'm gonna try to do a make a play here. He's gonna get it eventually. And check how Shyvana is coming. I immediately react because I know that she's doing that. If she didn't stop, we would get the kill, but she actually decided to stop the fight because she didn't know how much burst I'm doing. Eventually we're gonna get a kill on that guy and we're gonna continue the pressure. As I said, Ziggs is very good at killing towers, especially when you have a big minion wave and no pressure around you. We're gonna take this one for free here just because I roamed top when I need it, and bottom lane is putting a little bit of pressure. But eventually we're gonna... The most important thing here is second tower is huge for your team. Again, 6k advantage. Our Vayne is gonna... or maybe not die. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit here because nothing really happens in the next few seconds. Next objective, middle tower. So this is very objective based game where as a team, we're sieging. I'm gonna get that kill. Oh no. He actually lived. An overkill is a kill, as I said. I didn't have the exact knowledge of how much damage I'm gonna do and if I'm gonna hit every ability, so I just spammed that. Caitlyn is actually 1-4, so she is very far behind from our Vayne, and everything is just snowballing in our favor. We have double Drake, we have 3 towers or 4 towers, they have nothing. Pretty much 7.5k in our favor, which is huge at 15 minutes. And we have, most importantly, we have a lot of vision possibility around the map. This is the most important word that you can put. It gives you knowledge of pretty much everything that happens in the jungle. This word is a must if you have the pressure on the map. Just put it there and you're gonna have all the information you need. Check how I'm buying wards all the time in every bag. If I have a little bit of extra money, I don't buy potions or anything like that. I'm buying extra ward for the vision and putting it here. Just for... and my poke with needs a few wards on looks. I'm 2 levels higher. It's amazing. Just put as much pressure on them as possible. Gonna fast forward a little bit. So the thing that we have here and is most important, besides the gold advantage, which is huge at this point, is our map control. Vayne is free to do everything that she wants. We have the vision of everything that they do, and we have the top lane pressure at this point. Our Shyvana is doing very good job. If she wasn't doing it, we may have played a little bit passively, or at least not that aggressive, but check what's gonna... Rengar is gonna try to kill me. I hear that, and I'm gonna try to escape. I flash everything that she's throwing at me. I'm getting low, but nonetheless, bottom is... Oh, they're gonna die. Pretty nice of them. Good job, Vayne. And Wukong is... I got a recall because I'm very low. I'm gonna fast forward for a little bit. And I'm buying the next component for my Rabadon. Gonna get the tower because our team has roamed so well and the pressure was at bottom. So if I didn't do the damage that I did to second tower, which was pretty much half of the HP, we wouldn't take that. But now our advantage is we have pretty much the full roaming ability to go wherever we want and do whatever we want. So this is an example of how you can win the game just by getting the objectives that you need. I'm gonna do a good play here and I'm gonna kill. So I was like a mile away from him. He still died. Nocturne is actually the most fed champion of them, so that's a really good taking that we did. Our team is kind of taking everything. We're getting blue, we're getting red buff, we're getting everything, and starving them by a lot. Like 11k here, it's like a point where the enemy team cannot really come back from, especially because they don't have that much of a good late game. We have a Wukong and a Vayne, which is very beast. My champion Ziggs is very good late game also, and we have Shyvana, which is gonna be the best one. They have an underfed blue and an underfed Gator, so they're pretty much on. I did an ultimate on everyone. Pretty much 2v4, check what's going on, 2v4 we kill 2, and we continue we killed 3 just before. Rengar is gonna change a little bit in the fight. I'm gonna try I missed that by a little, I'll take that. I died at the end, but as a 2v4 at this fight, we got 4 kills at the end and I died. I pretty much don't care at this point of the game because every person in our team is just gonna be a threat to them. It's not just me, it's also Wukong, Vayne and Shyvana, a lot of items and a lot of gold because of all the early objectives. They actually end up surrendering. So in this game I showed you not just the lane dominance that I had, but the map control that we provided with just taking that one tower in the middle lane early and that one Drake, which actually bursted the gold in our favor with 2k and gave us a lot of map mobility around the middle area. So I hope you like that.